what do you see as the benefits of using an analytic rubric for you and for the students? The great benefit I've seen is kind of the end result of the grade of the lab reports. With my prior system where I was assigning individual points to every piece of the lab, I found that as I was going through the purpose, the procedure, the calculations, and the data analysis, that kids would be losing ticky-tacky points. So a half point in their data table for not having units, half point in their calculations for not having proper significant figures, a point in their calculations for having a calculation set up incorrectly, 2 points off in their error analysis because they forgot to link it back to the percent yield for the lab. So I found that I was taking up all these gigantic chunks of points, and when I was reading through the lab, it was actually a pretty well-written lab. The analysis portion was really strong. You could tell they really understood the purpose of the lab. You could tell that they understand how to interpret their data. But the end result would be like a low C, middle D in terms of the points because of all the little places I was docking them. With the analytic rubric now, instead of looking at the data table as, oh, you didn't have a title, it's a half point off, it's, oh, you didn't have a title, so this is an A data table, maybe it's a B data table. And so instead of losing, half the points, they're now only maybe being docked, 15 or 20% of the points for that section, which is a B instead of maybe a C or a D. And I really, really like that. I realize now that when I'm giving kids back their labs, the grade that they're receiving is really a lot more indicative of what they actually understood from the lab. So what kids get to. Some of the challenges are it's really hard to make like that perfect rubric. So sometimes I'll look at the different categories that I have, especially for the conclusion portions of my rubric, and I'll look at them going, oh yeah, this is going to be great. It's really going to be easy for me to grade these lab reports. And as I'm reading through the conclusion, I'll look at my B category and my C category and go, oh man, I really wish I would have had this in the C category because this is what a C understanding would be versus a B understanding. And so it's almost like I wish that I could use or had labs from kids from last year that I could use the rubric for before I used it for this year's kids to kind of work out some of those kinks. So I feel like each year that I'm using the rubric, it's going to get a little bit better.